Help support our coverage with a free account on Privacy, the service that keeps you protected when shopping online. Get $5 to try it now by using promo code QZZ2J.
We have our next guest, Mr. Matt Campagna. How are you today? Is it Reflection or Reflexion?
Reflection, you got it.
Fantastic. Incredible sports training service. Tell us a little bit about this, what helped you conceptualize it, and what you guys are doing.
Sure. So Reflection is a visual cognitive training company. So we train visual cognitive functions for sports, like peripheral vision, complex reaction time, depth perception, skills that you need as an athlete in order to perform. Just a couple of examples, whether you're a fighter trying to remember your opponent's combinations, or you're a hitter trying to judge when to swing at a fastball traveling 100 miles per hour, or you're a wide receiver trying to see a football out of your peripheral in order to line up and catch it. Visual skills are extremely important for athletic performance, and it turns out that they can actually be trained. And so at Reflection, we train those using state-of-the-art touchscreen lightboards that we've developed, and a cloud-based data analytics platform called Reflection. And so the way that our system works is athletes stand in front of our touchscreen-based lightboards, and they're playing these gamified drills that are training those cognitive functions, and then they can see the results, see how they're progressing over time, see how they stack up against other athletes, all from our app that accesses our cloud-based backend.
That is pretty phenomenal technology. Is this something that these athletes use in their home? Do they have to go to a facility? Is it a program that they sign up for, like along the lines of Peloton, like a membership, or how does this work?
Great question. So we actually started B2B, working with gyms primarily, as well as some universities and the MLB. Some of our more notable customers include Penn State, Duke, the Air Force Academy.
Oh, wow.
Just to name a few of our larger name customers. We did a study last year where we worked with the MLB and were able to correlate our performance data, our cognitive performance data, to performance on the field. And so we have a business offering meant for teams that train a lot of gyms that train a lot of athletes. And then we also have an at-home offering called Flex that we introduced this year that actually leverages a touchscreen TV platform in order to provide the same sort of elite vision training that we offer to our business customers in your own home. And in that model, it's exactly like you mentioned. It's like any other connected fitness platform. You can purchase our Flex hardware platform, the touchscreen TV interface, and that is actually available at Dick's starting this month, Dick's Sporting Goods.
Oh, wow.
For $34.99. And then we have a subscription that goes along with that. That's $49 a month.
Okay, well, that is absolutely affordable whenever you're talking about now, is this like a proprietary tracker that you wear? Do you use a webcam? How does it go about tracking you? But for a service to begin with, $45 a month for the basics of a private trainer in your own home is next to nothing.
Yeah, so $49 a month, but the way that it works is that you're engaging with the touchscreen. So as you're doing these drills, your data gets tracked via our app, and from there we're able to tell you things like what your reaction time was, what your peripheral vision was, what your depth perception was, your working memory, and we're able to show that to you in a way that's easy to understand. We're able to compare you to other athletes, and we're able to show you how you progressed over time so that you can meet your goals on the field or the court.
Well, and that's just it. Like I'm a prime example, just a similar use case is the fact that uh I got a brainwave headband to start monitoring myself while I slept on the road because I started having migraines while I was asleep. And it was like I could either take time off the road and go do a sleep study
Hmm.
and then go do another sleep study and then go do another sleep study, or I could just record my brain waves at night. And if I have an episode, I have a recording and I can give it to my doctor. And now I'm doing it at home. So the same way that any professional trainer would go out and have themselves like mapped for their golf swing, let's say something along those lines, this is now something that they can do in their own home to help their own performance as an athlete, to help their own performance and track that, as well as get immediate feedback.
Absolutely. And going back to what I said earlier, those visual skills are just so important for athletics, not only for performance, but injury prevention. And there
Yeah.
are studies that have shown that by doing sports vision training for even 6 weeks during preseason for baseball, that batting average is able to be increased by 10%. And in football, by doing the same sort of vision training, they've been able to show an 80% reduction in the incidence of concussion. So
Absolutely.
skills are paramount.
Yeah, if you can see that truck coming that extra tenth of a second earlier, you can kind of prepare yourself for that impact.
Absolutely.
And it's the same exact thing. If you can see that ball coming earlier, you can adjust your body and maybe not overswing, pull your back out, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, that incremental betterment as an athlete, and even in so many other areas as well, especially whenever you're talking about like, hey, I've got a young kid. To be able to use this as well for young children to start working on their abilities with peripheral vision, to start working with their acuity, with reflexes, reaction, coordination, balance, all that kind of stuff, and invaluable for that kind of use, you know?
Absolutely. And from our perspective, it starts at the high levels of sports. I mean, we've at this point we've partnered with Evan Holyfield, actually, son of four-time heavyweight champion Evander
Wow.
Holyfield. He's been training with our technologies. He's 5-0 in his own career now. We've trained Tony Kanaan, Alexander Rossi, both Indy 500 champions. And it really starts at that high level of sports, but just like strength training, or any other sort of training technique that came out of elite sports, eventually it trickles down, and everyone's doing it for
Yeah.
everyday wellness. And so I absolutely believe that at some point in the future you'll see visual cognitive training in the YMCA.
Well, man, and like I said, especially whenever you're talking about the world, like I'm from Texas, Texas football, man, we live it, we breathe it. To know that this technology could be leveraged in schools to help lower the incident of concussion on the field, that it could be used to help lower the incident of injury rate with kids in baseball, all kinds of stuff. Like you said, what starts with the professionals trickles down within that field. And to see that this is something that, even though it started up in that high realm, is immediately, and like you said, getting ready to be available at your local Dick's Sporting Goods store. Once again, when is that available? Where can people go right now to find it? When can they start training at home with this device and this technology?
Sure. So right now you can purchase a Flex at shop.reflexion.co. That's reflexion.co. Um, and we actually just announced the news with Dick's Sporting Goods, and it will be available on their website, not in stores right now, not yet, but on their website beginning later this month. So we'll be sharing the link to that as soon as it's available. We are Reflection on Instagram, so we're easy to find. And yeah, check out the product. We'd be happy to tell anyone more about it. And very soon it'll be at Dick's.
Well, fantastic. Congratulations on landing that. It's always great to see when new and burgeoning technologies like this get picked up early, because like I said, so many various use cases for your technology, not just in the sporting field. So many use cases. So congratulations on the hard work and on the payoff. So yeah, enjoy.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for taking the time out of what I know is a very busy digital CES for you, and hope to see you next year at an actual booth.
Same. Thanks for having us.
All right, take care.
Bye-bye.
I hope you enjoyed that interview, and if you did, make sure you check out some of the more than 100 interviews we conducted during the virtual CES 2021 coverage. And of course, subscribe here on YouTube, hit the notification bell to learn when we post new content and when we go live.